And to see what the international papers are making of our top story, the primary in New Hampshire, I'm joined by Nicholas Rushworth. Hello again, Nicholas.
Hi, Claire.
What have you got to start off with?
The New York Times is focusing on the Mitt Romney win. Of course, a historic double Iowa, then New Hampshire. And that paper there is arguing that he will have to punch harder as he goes to South Carolina, which he's doing today. Now, the paper says he'll have to face off attacks by Newt Gingrich and Rick Perry, that he is a heartless job killer. Of course, another factor that will come out in South Carolina, there's the fact that he's a Mormon. Mitt Romney is a Mormon, and that will not please a lot of the evangelical Christians in South Carolina.
And one paper is arguing that his main threat is himself.
Well, that's in the British paper, the Daily Telegraph, and in others also in the USA Today, I saw. But this one, we can look at it. The Daily Telegraph in Britain is asking, what can stop Mitt Romney now? And the answer to its question is, well, Mitt Romney can. That's because he's gaffe-prone. Rivals have been slamming his phrase, "I like being able to fire people." That will obviously run and run in this campaign. Basically, the people are slamming his corporate raider background. Now, there's a cartoon in the International Herald Tribune making a joke of him. There you can see, "We're going to buy back America." Oh dear, his aides are saying that's a gaffe. No, not buy back, take back America from the Democrats.
Now, Romney, in this current field of candidates, is considered as a relative moderate, but one piece says that that may not actually be the case.
Well, I saw this comment piece in the Washington Post. It's by Katrina vanden Heuvel, and there you can see the title there, "Extremist in Pinstripes," pinstripes being a reference to the corporate identity, of course. Now she says, and I quote, "Romney is a remarkably reactionary candidate camouflaged in corporate pinstripes. He is part of the 1%. Now that's obviously a reference to the Occupy Wall Street campaign. We are the 99%, that slogan there. Now she is saying that Romney's political views reflect the zealotry of a corporate raider who made his fortune preying on US companies. So that label's going to stick with him, and it's something he's going to have to shake off, isn't he, basically?
Now, tension, barring a major upset, will focus next on South Carolina, and who can come second there?
Well, it's an open field for second, isn't it? I mean, Ron Paul did that in New Hampshire. Another Washington publication, the National Journal, reports that he used his post-primary speech perhaps to flag up more his revolution for less government rather than his actual bid for the White House itself, a sign that Romney's clinched it. The media buzz in the last few days, though, surrounds what some of Ron Paul's supporters have done. Now, they've posted a video on YouTube questioning the values of the third place in New Hampshire, and that is Jon Huntsman, and he is a former US ambassador to China, and the video that's been posted depicts him as the Manchurian candidate. The Atlantic Wire, in its slot Ad Watch, says, "Jon Huntsman, a Chinese sleeper agent?" Gosh, the basic gist of the video is that he's secretly loyal to Beijing. How seriously can you take that?
And that's got some reaction in the Chinese press today.
Well, the Chinese are loving it. They're taking the upper ground. The China Daily's US edition, there you can see it, is headlining in a polite snub with the phrase, "The China bashing in the GOP election campaign is no cause for concern." Now, there's a wonderful quote in that China Daily piece, which is basically saying, "The presidential candidates in the United States have no other choice but to criticize China because, hey, the US is in a phase of relatively rapid decline." So how much of that is one-upmanship and snubbing, I don't know. Now, that's not the attitude being taken in India, where the Times of India is reporting anger at racial slurs in that campaign ad that slipped into YouTube. The paper there, you can see the headline, "Adopted Indian girl targeted in US poll fight." Now, Romney has 7 children. 2 are adopted. 1 is Chinese, the other is Indian. And that piece there is saying using the images and references to these children is blatantly racist, religiously intolerant, and of course that is not going down well among Hindus in India or in the United States. So that's pretty incredible stuff. Huntsman has responded and said, "Hey, listen, make fun of me if you like because I speak a foreign language, but don't get my children involved."
All right, thanks very much, Nicholas, for that.